Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Ashmere. I talk about all things beauty pretty much all the time. So I know it's been a long time since I've been on. It's been kind of a whirlwind. I got sick for a couple weeks there. I had no voice for like a minute. It's just been a thing, and then life has just been busy. So it's been hard finding time to film, but I'm here and I'm excited to be here. So today, I want to talk a little bit about a few old favorites that have been staples for me, and I've talked about them before, but I love them so much that I'm going to talk about them again. And I also want to talk about a few things that I got in my December Boxycharm because they were so good. This was probably the best box I've gotten in such a long time. And so I want to talk about a few of the products now that I've used them and I'm obsessed with them. So let me dive in. This hair does not want to stay behind my ear and I have no clip and it's a thing. So the first product I'm talking about happens to be my foundation. I've already put moisturizer on my face. I'm not using primer. Should I use primer? Let's not say we did. So I'm going to talk about the L'Oreal Infallible. This is the Infallible foundation. It's shade 465. I don't know if that, I think it has a name. I think it's called like tan or sand or something. Anyway, I've talked about this before and I knew I had to talk about it again when I ran out of this foundation a week and a half ago, and I literally gave no thoughts to going and repurchasing. I legit do not repurchase foundations because I have so many in my collection. Like, I have an absurd amount of foundations in my collection. It is ridiculous. I've tried to challenge myself to use a different foundation every single day or every week or every month, and I can never get through my collection because A, there are so many, and B, I fall back in love with the same ones over and over again, and then I pull those back out and I'm like, forget it, I'm going back. Well, this was one that about a month ago I went back to because I love the Yves Saint Laurent foundation. This one, the All Hours, obsessed with it. The problem is they changed the colors when they relaunched that foundation, and so the color match isn't as perfect for me, and I still think it pulls green on camera at least, and in person it 100% pulls really yellow. So even though it's my favorite foundation, hands down my favorite foundation formulation, when they changed the color, it no longer matches me as perfect as it does. This is the closest, I'll make it look pretty. This is the closest thing I found to it. It feels amazing on the skin. It gives that really natural finish. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't look powdery or greasy or anything like that. It just looks like my skin, only better. Which is, I think, what everybody wants from a foundation, unless you're going for a full coverage, which I'm not today anyway, for sure. And lately, I never want a full coverage. I kind of just want something that looks natural, so like I don't have to worry about like, do I look too made up or what I'm doing, like if I'm gonna go work out or something later. This is just the absolute perfect foundation. I gave zero thoughts to going to repurchase this. I literally put it on my shopping list and I went and got it. And to me, that is a sign of an amazing foundation if I actually repurchase you. So if you've never tried it, if you've slept on this, go try it. It is fantastic. I give it 2 thumbs up all the way around. So yeah. I'm going to throw some just brow gel real quick in my brows. I'm still going strong with the, what's it called? Not brow tint. Why is brow tint the only word that's coming to my mind right now? Microblade. Oh my goodness. Still going strong with the microblade. Still haven't really needed to pencil anything in or do anything. So I'm really happy with the results. I have a few times thought about making my brow a little thicker. So when I used to draw my brows in, I would make them thicker. When she microbladed them, she kept to my natural shape. And so the other day I did actually draw them in, make them just a bit thicker, and it was lovely. It was so easy to do. So the microblading, still the best decision I've ever made. The next product I want to talk about was in my Boxycharm, not also because the other one was in my Boxycharm. So this was the December Luxe Box, and so it was the Pat McGrath curated box. And I love Pat McGrath Cosmetics. It's way out of my budget pretty much all year round, so I only own maybe one or two things from her. And so getting a curated box, I was looking forward to hopefully getting more Pat McGrath products, and I was not disappointed. So I got this really cute quad. It's does it have a name? Divine Rose Luxe Quad in Eternal Eden. So this is the quad. Try not to blind you with the mirror. It is absolutely stunning. I am so in love with this quad in general. So we're gonna use it today, obvi. And I just have to say, oh, did I just go into the wrong color? I sure did. I just have to say, I was so pleased. Like, I had high expectations for a Pat McGrath eyeshadow palette. I think this might be my first eyeshadow palette by her. I think the only other thing I have is maybe lips. And so I had very high hopes, high expectations, because every time I swatch her products in stores, like, of course I play with them. I swatch them, I play with the colors, I see the videos. I love everything she does. I think everything that comes out of that brand is beautiful and stunning. And just the way she does her, like, when she puts makeup on people, like, I just love her style of makeup in general. I think she did amazing things when she was the artist for Dior. And I think she really brought, it was Dior, right? It was Dior. I'm 98% positive. It might have been, no, I'm pretty sure it was Dior. It wasn't Chanel. But either way, whichever one, no, it was Dior. She brought that brand into, like, the 21st century. She changed Dior when she was their artist. So when she came out with her own brand, it was like, okay, yeah, 100%. This is going to be lovely. And there's just something effortless about the way she applies makeup that always makes, it looks dreamy no matter what she's doing. And sometimes the looks she does are so simple, but the way her fingers just wave the eyeshadow brushes over the eyes, it's just, she's an artist. She's a true artist. And so yeah, so I had high hopes, and let me tell you, did not disappoint. I'm obsessed with this palette. I've been using it almost exclusively for a few weeks now, and it's just lovely. And I realized I said this was December's box. This was actually November's box. So I forgot which month was the Luxe box. I haven't gotten a December box yet. Anyway, love this palette. It has just been amazing. It's kind of the perfect everyday palette, but I could also see myself like pairing this with some really dark shadows. Pair it with a black, even this pink and black. Ooh. Pair it with a black and go super smoky, and using these really beautiful shimmers with on top of the black. I mean, it's a beautiful formulation and the perfect palette. And apparently I can't talk when I put my eyeliner on. Hold on, I'm gonna pause for 2 seconds. My chair keeps dropping lower and lower, and I suddenly feel like a little kid at a big table. So hold on, I gotta adjust. Okay, we're back. This chair is the weirdest thing, total side note, but it's like if I sit on it just right, it's like I activate the dropping function without pulling on the handle. So like I can sit in it for hours and be completely fine. And then if I move it so slightly or tilt it one direction or something, all of a sudden it just starts dropping and dropping. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? Anyway, back to our regular scheduled program. The next product I want to talk about was the biggest surprise in that Boxycharm box because it was a mascara. And here's the thing. I'm super picky about mascaras. I love mascaras, but here's the thing. I have really short lashes, and there's not a lot of hair there. Like, you can see that you can't see them right now. They're very, very light. So I'm picky about the types of brushes because I have found that the bigger brushes just clump my lashes together or just don't do anything for my lashes. So I like something else separate and lengthen. And I love kind of those tubing mascaras have been my favorites. So this, I got a Pat McGrath Labs Dark Star Mascara. First of all, the tube is beautiful. It's heavy. So it's got substantial weight to it. It feels expensive, which it should. This is Pat McGrath. This is not an inexpensive brand, but it feels hefty and substantial, and I like it. So, but I was so disappointed when I opened this, and this is the brush. So it's a giant hourglass shaped brush, and I was like, oh, great. But give it a second, because I tried it and I was a skeptic because obviously I don't like these types of mascaras typically. Boy, am I glad I got this in the box, because check that out. Look at how beautiful. Look at the difference. Like, I'm looking at every mirror I have. I'm blown away by how good this mascara is. And I've never ever tried it before, and I've been trying it now. It's been my go-to for the past 2-3 weeks, however long I've had it. And I was so surprised. It does do, this is what I hate about big, you can't really see it too well, but I got some on my actual lid while I was applying it. That happens a lot because my lashes are so short. I have to get right to the base, and inevitably I always get some on my lid. It always happens. But this mascara is lovely. It doesn't have a weird smell. I had to double check it because I'm like, I don't remember it having a smell. But there's no weird smell to it. It doesn't irritate my eyes at all. It actually comes off fairly easily with makeup remover, but I haven't had any issues with it running or even clumping. I was so surprised. I thought for sure that big a mascara wand was gonna clump all my lashes together and give me like 5 lashes, the spider eyes, and it didn't do that. I've used it when I go to work out, and it does not fall. It doesn't flake underneath, and it doesn't run at all in any way, shape, or form. So super impressed. Love this mascara. Highly recommend it. Would I repurchase it? I got a lot of mascara, and I certainly have some favorites. I do like it. I have some favorites that are probably a fraction of the price because I'm pretty sure this is at least a $25 mascara. I should have looked at the price. I didn't. But if I know the pricing structure, it's gonna be at least $25. I have mascaras that I love just as much that cost $9. So I don't know that I would repurchase it, but I mean, it's a great mascara. The next product I got in my Boxycharm, I actually did not love, but I want to talk about it anyway. It's a Huda Beauty cheek tint. I'm not going to use it today because I really didn't like it. So it's this peachy color, and I was really surprised because I typically love Huda Beauty. All of their products are made for like more of an olive skin tone, and so I was like, okay, this is going to be great. Well, this peach, though, is kind of like non-existent. Maybe if you're much more fair than I am and still olive. Like, I love a peachy blush, obvi. But this was just not it. Like, it just disappears completely and totally. And also, like, it did nothing for me. Like, yes, it's just, like, at first I put it on, I'm like, okay, it's pretty, it's gentle, it's light, but I felt like it didn't wear well throughout the day. So as I got to the end of the day, not only had it kind of disappeared, but I feel like it almost distorted my foundation underneath. I was not a fan. Not a fan. So that was a bummer because I love cheek products and I chose that. So with the new Ipsy Boxycharm crap, like, you get to choose your products if you pay attention to when it actually drops and everything. Like, you get your 2 staple products that they put in every box or whatever it is, but then you get to kind of choose out of a selection of, 3, 4, 5 different products what you want. And I chose that, and I was really kind of bummed about it. Another product that I chose this month that I was like, when I got them, it was these 3. I will say, I digress about this choosing thing with the Ipsy Boxycharm. I guess I kind of like it because you can manipulate the value of your box a bit and put things in there that you actually love. But I find that some of their options that you choose are so cheap. It's just like, it surprises me, and I was so disappointed. I'm like, Boxy, what are you doing? So yeah, this was an option, and this was the best of the options within that thing, was these 3 lip liners. And I don't care what brand you are, lip liners are not worth that much money. And they're really difficult to get right for a skin tone. So at least you get 3, which is nice. So these are the colors. It was this really pretty berry color, which will, I'm sure, come in handy in the winter. This red, but I have 72 red lip liners, so I didn't need another one. And then this nude that I was actually excited about, and then I got it, and look how white that is. It's not like a nude, it's more of a pink. And that's not what I was expecting when I saw this. So I was really kind of bummed because I definitely expected there to be more brown in this. This is so pink, and I put it on my lips, and it looks like I put concealer on my lips when I put this on my lip. And I'm like, ooh, that's not gonna fly. So I got these, and they're fine, but I was really bummed about them. One thing I was incredibly bummed about before I move on to the next product that is a hit, and I must talk about it all the time. This is what they sold me as my Tartelette sample, or small size, mini size of Tartelette mascara for $3.50. Really, Ipsy? Really? Like, this is a free sample. I don't know where it is right now, but I have the travel size that I paid $12 for this, and it lasted me like 6 months, and I love it. This is what you sold me for $3.50. Like, this isn't worth $3.50. even in general, like you should sell this for 50 cents if you're gonna sell them. But like I was expecting you to sell me the actual travel size for $3.50, not this. So I was so bummed. So bummed because this is my favorite mascara. And I thought I was getting a great deal because I thought I was getting another travel size for that price. Shame on me for not looking at sizes, but also shame on them because the picture on their website was the travel size. And two, like they do it on purpose. Obviously they do it on purpose. They probably got a buttload of those for next to nothing from Tarte. And it's part of how they make some of their money is by selling those add-ons for way more than what they paid for them, which I get. 100% make your profit, hundo P. But you could still make a profit and sell this for $1 instead of $3.50. I was just so bummed. And also put it on that you're selling the deluxe sample, not that you're selling a mini size. I'm done. I'm off my rant now. This 5 minutes. Last two products I want to talk about. One is a lip. Obvi. So this did not come in my Boxycharm. This is my hands down favorite lip right now. It is the NYX Shine Loud lipsticks. So I'm obsessed with these. This has become my everyday go-to. You guys know about this. I've talked about it before. This is Goal Getter. And it's lovely. So it's a stain on one side, gloss on the other, completely transfer proof. This will last you all day. I will literally put this on at 7:30 in the morning when I'm getting ready for work. And I come home at night and I'm taking a shower at 9 o'clock at night. And I still have to scrub this off my lips. But it's comfortable all day. So I'm really tempted to try the one from the Lady Gaga. I think it's House Labs. It's the gloss that stays glossy even after you blot it and whatever. I'm really tempted to try it, but I've seen that it's not very comfortable on the lips. This is so comfortable on the lips. The shine does stay for quite a while after it sets, but you can always add shine on throughout the day and it won't mess with the actual formulation on the lips. This is phenomenal. Go get them. And they're $10. Way better than a $40 whatever dollar lip out there. And you can get so many colors. So this is my 90s inspired. I bought this when I was going through. I'm going to bring back my 90s phase. And I can't read the color. I hate this is like, hold on, let me turn the light on here. It's black on brown. It's Never Basic is this color. It is the most beautiful, cool brown you've ever seen in your life. Obsession. And this is a perfect red. I was like, wait, did I get the right color? This is actually a beautiful, actually this one's not, is this not the red? I thought this was the red. Oh, let's try this one on today. This is On a Mission. I thought this was the bright red, but I think, no, they make a more red, an even redder red than this. Oh, that's pretty. I forgot this. This is, okay, so this is red, but more like berry. They make a true cherry red, which is stunning. They carry it around, but I know for a fact that they sell it in like a lip kit for holiday because I bought it from my mom last year. And it's phenomenal. So this is the color, and it's so easy to apply. The applicator is beautiful because it's got a pointy tip on it, so it's really easy to like get all the way, you know, in your Cupid's bow and everything. Throw some of this glossy on there. Obsession. Obsession. And it's comfortable, so it's gonna set on my lip and I'm not gonna feel it on my lip the rest of the day. And when I first started wearing this lip, I'd constantly be like checking myself. I'd eat and I'd, you know, check because I always get lipstick under here after I eat. I get it like up in here. I would always be checking to make sure like it hadn't run, it hadn't moved. And now I just wear it and it's like I don't even have to check it anymore. It's so nice to not have to think about your lipstick because this one really stays, and you can't feel it on as the day wears. So it's fascinating because you're like, dude, do I even have lipstick on? And then you go to the mirror, to the bathroom and you're like, oh, yeah, my lips are totally still on my face. It's fantastic. Highly recommend. Go pick these up. Totally worth it. Pick up all of the colors is my recommendation. Last product, really fast, I'm going to talk about, came in my Boxycharm because this has been a win. So this is from Commodity, and it's Commodity Gold, the fragrance. So I like that Boxycharm has added fragrances in as options to choose. And this is my second Commodity fragrance from a Boxycharm. They're both this small 1 ounce size, which I have found Commodity doesn't actually sell that I can find anywhere. So they sell the larger 3 ounce pretty much everywhere, and this 1 ounce is like nowhere to be found, so I can't price it. I'm guessing it would sell for like $60 or something. That's about average. But these are awesome fragrances. So I have Commodity, what's the other one? Paper, I think. And then this is Gold. This is a much sweeter, definitely a sweeter fragrance than I would normally wear, but it's stunning. It wears so well. Their fragrances are so well made. They're different fragrances, so they're not super fruity or super floral. I'm guessing that they have some like that, but I haven't experienced any yet. But the wear on them is fantastic. They last all day long, and they just wear well on the skin. I call it, like, these are fragrances that are like, they give you a hug. They hug you. They're expressive, supposedly, so like they're supposed to be able to be smelled from within like a 5-foot radius. But I like fragrances that feel like they hug me. They have kind of a warmth to them. And the two that I've tried so far from Commodity both do that, and I'm obsessed with them. So highly recommend you check these out. They're definitely meant to be unisex scents, but I find this one is definitely more feminine. It's got some, like, a gourmand that I think is a little too sweet for a masculine fragrance, but it's lovely. It's a lovely, warmer, feminine fragrance, which is definitely what I prefer. So there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this gave you some ideas on what to go pick up, some staples. And highly recommend, I mean, if it's in your budget, try Pat McGrath Cosmetics. So far, have not disappointed at all. If it's not in your budget, there's a lot of options out there, including some of my faves today. So thanks so much for joining me. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.